Right now, a third object shot down from the sky, the growing concern and what we know so far this morning. Also, treacherous conditions at the northern border, the warning officials have for those trying to cross.
And definitely a mild end to the weekend. It's going to be a mild start to the work week, but we do have some changes on the way. I'll break down when to expect some rain and maybe even snow this week.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. Hope your Super Bowl Sunday is off to a super start. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to our top stories, though, we're going to send things over to Greg Barnhart. He's got a check of your first warn weather. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Like I said, another beautiful start to the day. A few clouds out there, warmer temperatures than we've seen yesterday. Like I said, overall, we're a little bit warmer or a little bit colder, but pretty close to where we should be in the 20s right now for most locations. But once again, not bad for February. A few clouds starting to come in. You can even notice the temperatures out to the International Falls being 30 degrees in February. It's pretty impressive. But that's what we're going to kind of see. A little bit of a weak wave, a few clouds. You can see overall temperatures right now holding in the mid-20s to low 20s. Southern Wisconsin, mid to upper 20s too further west. So overall, about what we were yesterday or a few degrees warmer. And then you can see the cloud cover, just a few cirrus kind of coming across. That's about it for right now. We'll see probably more of that. Overall, the winds right now out of the south are not going to be as strong as they were yesterday, but that's helped to keep temperatures up a little bit too once again. And then if we time out this thing, we can see the temperatures right now for Madison. Getting up to La Crosse, 43 degrees. We call it clouds. We'll see those increase towards later in the half of the day, evening hour time frame. Temperatures once again for La Crosse, mid-40s, and also cloud cover. Expect more of that increasing this afternoon, this evening, but overall still just really nice conditions. And you look at Super Bowl forecast, it's going to be looking warm down there. Obviously, it's in Arizona, 77 degrees right now. So it's going to be fairly nice, even for us too, but down there, windy conditions, but still. Can't really beat that conditions too. There's a system for Valentine's in the southwest corner. We'll break that down further as we get closer. And we do have the alert day because we have another system coming for Thursday. Not right now. It's a little bit later, but we do definitely have some impacts from that. I'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, Greg, looking forward to it. Thank you. 7:02 now. Canada's Prime Minister says he ordered the takedown of yet another unknown object Saturday flying over North America, this time in Canadian airspace. The U.S. fighter jet executed the mission as crews worked to recover remnants from another object shot down Friday in Alaska. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
For the third time in recent days, fighter jets were deployed to defend the skies over North America, this time about 100 miles from the Alaska-Canada border in the Yukon. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tweeted he ordered the takedown of an unidentified object that violated Canadian airspace. President Biden authorized the takedown, which was carried out successfully by an American F-22 assigned to NORAD.
The Prime Minister's main goal today was to make sure that we got this object out of the air and that we could analyze it.
Canadian officials said it appeared to be a cylindrical object flying at about 40,000 feet. It was first detected over Alaska Friday night, just hours after another unknown object was taken down off the Alaskan coast on President Biden's orders.
Success.
It landed on sea ice near Dead Horse, Alaska, and recovery crews are still working to collect the pieces and get answers about who owned it and what it was. But the White House said there were concerns it could interfere with commercial air traffic.
It was at 40,000 feet, and the predominant concern by the president was a safety of flight issue at that altitude.
Officials say both of these latest objects were far smaller than the Chinese spy balloon that flew across the U.S. earlier this month before it was shot down off the South Carolina coast. Crews of divers are still recovering the remnants, but officials say the balloon carried multiple antennas and equipment to collect intelligence. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And another strange incident in the skies. Airspace in Montana was briefly closed by the FAA Saturday while NORAD fighter jets were sent to investigate a radar anomaly near the Canadian border. But in that case, aircraft did not find any correlating objects. To some top health stories this morning. Why do some people suffer long COVID symptoms and others don't? That's a question many people have been asking for a few years now. While new research in JAMA Internal Medicine looks at 6 lifestyle factors: diet, exercise, not smoking, healthy weight, adequate sleep, and moderate alcohol consumption. Women who have 5 or 6 of these healthy building blocks are about half as likely to get long COVID compared to women who only have 1 or 2. An analysis of breast and lung cancer screenings finds during each COVID-19 spike, screening rates have dropped starting in 2020 and continuing through early 2022. Between spikes, screening rates went back to normal levels. Delayed screenings can delay cancer diagnosis and can lead to more deaths. Researchers say more work needs to be done to get screening rates back to pre-pandemic levels. And a common antibiotic could dramatically reduce the risk of death after childbirth for women in low and middle income countries. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine finds a single oral dose of azithromycin during labor lowers the risk of postpartum sepsis or mortality by 30%. Researchers say pregnancy-related infections account for 10% of maternal deaths worldwide. While there is concern at the northern border between the U.S. and Canada as a surge of migrants are attempting to enter the U.S. despite treacherous and even deadly conditions. John Lawrenson has more.
It is the longest international border in the world, most of it undefended and desolate, and crossing can be treacherous, even deadly, if you're trying to avoid detection.
It was out there where the family was found.
David Marcus is a U.S. Border Patrol agent in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
The air temperature was around 9 below zero. The wind chill was close to 30 below zero. And then the wind was blowing real bad, so you're not going to survive very long in that.
There was 3 of them. I didn't see the incident. Oh, little baby and probably about a 9 or 10-year-old and their father.
They were a family of 4 from India. The children just 11 and 3. They flew into Toronto, then froze to death, trying to walk from Manitoba into Minnesota. Their deaths haven't deterred others. More are taking the risk. Along this 860-mile stretch of border that the Grand Forks sector patrols, the only real barriers are snow and trees. This year, they've seen a 500% increase of arrests for people trying to cross into the U.S. illegally.
It's not uncommon to see -40 here. We're also filling gaps.
Anthony Good runs U.S. Border Patrol operations from Wisconsin to North Dakota.
Personally, it breaks my heart, right? I mean, nobody wants to see another human being suffer.
Illegal crossings are up all along the northern border. In one sector, they're up more than 700%. And increasingly, like on the southern border, people are being smuggled by human trafficking rings.
You know, the smugglers do not care about their lives at all. You know, all they care about is the money. Somebody that might smuggle human beings will also, on their way back, smuggle guns into Canada or smuggle drugs with these people into the United States.
There are always going to be people that are going to be willing to risk it all when they have nothing to lose.
Matt Dirth is an attorney representing a man charged with smuggling 8 people across the northern border last year.
They're fleeing persecution. There's a lot of drug and gang-related violence. There is ecological disaster. The clearest, most safe place that they can go with the best chance of a successful life is going to be in the United States.
Apprehensions here are still a fraction of those on the border with Mexico, but they are growing at a much faster rate. And with winter so unforgiving, any one could be fatal. John Lawrenson, CBS News, Pembina, North Dakota.
John Lawrenson reporting this morning. Still ahead, a preview of Super Bowl 57. And you are taking a live look over our tower cam. How beautiful is that shot? No clouds out there. Going to be another mild day. Maybe you can grill up your chicken wings for the big game today. Greg's got the full forecast after this.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Our Hillshire Farm craftsmen start the day slow roasting turkey for incredible flavor, then double seal every slice for freshness. The results? They speak for themselves. Hillshire Farm, made right on the farm.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still do free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it.
4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WISC-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Yeah, we still have a quiet stretch of weather to go, but that will change here eventually this week, so still enjoy it. Right now, we really got northern stream of the jet, a few little of these waves coming down. One of those right there is going to probably provide more cloud cover, and then we got the southern one that kind of spreads over this direction. The one in the southwest corner, that's what we're looking for Valentine's Day. That'll take its time, but that's the one that we're tracking right now for bringing the wet weather. That'll be wet for Valentine's Day night. No snow really expected. Maybe a few flurries mixed in further north of La Crosse. Won't be a big impact, but once again, if you're out and about evening and nighttime, it will be wet. Wednesday night, Thursday, that's the one that we do have the alert day. We'll fill you on details on that. Definitely going to be snow, probably accumulation snow expected. How much, not yet to be determined. Could be some wintry mix Wednesday into Thursday. Probably be some travel impacts on Thursday. But in the meantime, we still got clouds will be increasing today. You see that little wave that's going to come across here. One to the north will dig south. So we'll increase clouds this afternoon and this evening. Wind shift, but nothing else besides that. Then we'll see clouds begin to basically scatter out later tomorrow morning. Winds will start picking up because there's that system for Valentine's Day begins to lift north. It'll spread precipitation as we get closer to Tuesday afternoon. As you see, it fully wraps up. But notice not much snow, not a lot of cold air associated with it. It'll stay well to the north. So overall today, temperatures probably similar to yesterday just because we do have some more clouds coming in. A little bit cooler to the west because of that cloud cover, but overall still above freezing for everyone. Mid-40s southern Wisconsin. As you go into this evening, you'll see the clouds increase, mainly high clouds. They'll start lowering a little bit overnight, so that'll keep our temperatures more into the mid-20s, upper 20s for most locations with that light wind swish to the west or slight northwest wind. And then tomorrow we'll start clearing skies up. That should allow temperatures to really boost right back up into the mid-upper 40s, maybe even 50 degrees in some certain areas. The winds will start picking up as that system gets closer. What we are tracking for that next system besides the rain, then comes the snow. That one for Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday we saw that area become, now it's up to over 50% chance for greater than 3 inches. So confidence is growing that we're going to have a swap of snow somewhere in our area, Wisconsin to Iowa with this, because we'll be colder than the previous one. So that has grown in confidence, so that's why we do have the alert day. Snowfall a little early, but right now I definitely think a lot of areas will see 1 to 3. Still kind of in the moderate area of 3 to 6. Somewhere in that, I think we will see some areas with that. Will we see anything more than 6? Too low of a confidence right now, but that could change. Something to keep in mind of as we go to the forecast. But in the meantime, enjoy the nice conditions through really Tuesday morning. 40s near 50. The rain will come in Tuesday. Wednesday's not bad either, with almost 50 degrees, and you can see 41 degrees at night too. So it'll be a mild night Tuesday into Wednesday for Valentine's activities right there. And then across, same story. We'll just have to monitor that snow coming in Thursday, but I do think we'll see some travel impacts, and that's why we got the alert day right now for that area.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on later this week, but until then,
enjoying the weather.
All right, Greg, thank you. Now turning our attention to Glendale, Arizona this morning, just hours before Super Bowl 57. Tonight at 5:30, the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs meet for the biggest game of the year. Ahead of the big game, CBS News' Chris Van Cleve shares why tonight's matchup will be historic in more ways than one.
After 2 weeks of hype, it's almost time for football on the world's biggest stage.
It's just a big build-up to the game, and everybody can't wait.
Chiefs All-Pro punter Tommy Townsend.
I'll just kind of be standing there throughout random days, and I'll blink my eyes, and I'll be like, how did I get here?
Super Bowl 57 will mark the first time both teams are led by black quarterbacks. For the Eagles' Jalen Hurts, it's also his first Super Bowl.
I see it as an opportunity to honor everyone that has come before me.
The guys that came before me and Jalen set the stage for this, and now I'm just glad that we can kind of set the stage for guys that are kids that are coming up now.
Jason and Travis Kelce will be the first brothers to play on opposing teams in a Super Bowl. Is all this attention surreal?
That's a little crazy. I never turned down a chance to talk about my kids.
They're very proud parents, Ed and Donna.
The thing that I'm upset about is I didn't buy a lottery ticket. I mean, to go from high school to college to the pros, and then to both be in the Super Bowl together, that's like, what are the odds on that?
Another first will happen before the game even starts. At the controls of the four-fighter flyover will be 7 women, recognizing 50 years of female Navy aviators.
This is a great way to honor the women that have come before us.
Number one, baby!
As many as 1 million people are flocking to Arizona leading up to Super Bowl Sunday.
Regardless of what uniform the fans are wearing, they agree on one thing. They are very excited for this game to happen.
We are ready.
It's been a long 2
ready.
weeks.
Sure. We are ready.
So we're definitely ready and looking forward to it.
This was my first time, so actually enjoying the NFL experience in an NFL stadium is like insane.
When it comes to security, nearly 1,000 officers from local, state, and federal agencies will be working the game. Everything going into the stadium, be it merchandise, food, staff, and fans, all of it will be screened. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Glendale, Arizona.
Just one of my favorite days of the year, Super Bowl 57. Can't wait. All right, still ahead this morning, a health conversation on the importance of friendships. We're back after this.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Updating your old, outdated kitchen will make a huge difference in the look and feel of your home. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Transform your cabinets, countertops, and more in as little as 2 days. In addition to our lifetime warranty, Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. Once you receive a free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year, no matter what. So go ahead and make the call now. Take advantage of the savings during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a cabinet refacing project with 60 months, 0% interest. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call now during this program and receive a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Ask about Mad City's Do More discount on new EcoSky windows and one-day baths and showers. And with kitchen cabinet refacing, choose colors from satin white to Kodiak.
A couple of friends and a lot of family thought it looked very nice.
I felt like spending the money in here was the best choice, and I feel like it will definitely raise the value of my home.
It's easy to get the kitchen of your dreams on a budget you can afford with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. Installed in as little as 2 days with upgrades like pull-out shelves and soft close doors and drawers. Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and now it's our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a cabinet refacing project with 60 months, 0% interest, senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
At Associated Physicians, our OBGYN team wants you to know that we love taking care of each and every one of our incredible and unique patients. We know it's important to you that your voice is heard, because after all, we want that too. And our patients tell us that's what we do best. Call to schedule an appointment today, 608-233-9746. Associated Physicians, devoted physicians, trusted care. Visit us at apmadison.com and follow the department on Instagram at apmadisonob.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Another beautiful day for many areas. Like I said, low to mid 40s for most locations, southern Wisconsin. Low to mid 40s also for central, but a little bit cooler to the west. La Crosse with cloud cover. We'll see more of that cloud cover tonight. That'll keep the temperatures up a little bit. Tomorrow, once again, mid to upper 40s, maybe a 50-degree out there once again. Bottom line, too, as we look at this drive, maybe 50s. Rain comes in Valentine's Day night, something to keep in mind of. Definitely windy Tuesday, and then all attention turns to a potential accumulating snow coming Wednesday night into Thursday. We don't know how much yet, but definitely I think there will be some travel impacts coming Thursday, so more on that. One other thing to note, that daylight, this is for Madison, but La Crosse very similar. We're gaining it, and in fact, about a month from now will actually be daylight savings time will come into effect. So that's something to keep in mind as we go through. That's the positive news. A lot of positive news are going on right now, at least this weekend. There's your temperatures and the snow coming Thursday, and then beyond that, looks like even next weekend doesn't look too bad either with mild conditions too.
All right, Greg, I like the sound of us gaining some daylight. Always look forward to that. Thank you. In this morning's health conversation, I sat down with Dr. Rupert Shaw to talk about the importance of maintaining healthy relationships and the impact they have on our overall health. Our diet, exercise, sleep, and stress-reducing habits all play an important part in our overall health and well-being. Studies show that the relationships we have also impact our health. SSM Health family physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupert Shaw joins me this morning to offer insight into how our friendships benefit our well-being, something really interesting to think about. So, Dr. Shaw, how do friendships benefit our health?
Yeah, so having those strong social connections and bonds with people actually do improve our health. They can give us a sense of purpose, well-being, but they can even help with health-related issues such as lowering anxiety and depression, lowering our blood pressure, and actually even lowering our body mass index. In fact, in older adults, having that strong social bond with some other person can actually help people live longer too. So lots of great benefits.
Real
to having
tangible
that.
health benefits there too. Okay. Now, what about other relationships, like a work relationship or acquaintance, a book club, you know, anything like that that you're seeing socially?
Absolutely. Anytime that you're with other people in a social environment and you share similar interests and values, these all can promote just overall health and well-being. And again, just improve your health in ways sometimes that are tangible and sometimes that are intangible, just making you feel better about being part of a community.
Yeah, that community thing, that's so important. And this is, you know, something a lot of folks have dealt with, that distance in social relationships because of the pandemic. What advice do you have to kind of strengthen those social bonds over these last few years?
Yeah, I mean, at times I think, you know, it can feel a little bit awkward. There's been so much time as this pandemic has drawn on, and we may have lost connection with those people that were really important to us.
Right.
But now is a great time. Just reach out, send an email, send a text, and say, hey, I miss you, I'd love to get together with you. It can be that simple, and that person may be feeling the same way. But just to get that connection back with somebody that was valuable in your life.
And that in-person thing too. We've done so many telehealth and Zooms and all that stuff. That in-person thing is really important too.
It really is. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Dr. Shaw. Where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Dr. Shaw, as always, for her insights. Coming up this morning, how local officials are making sure your vote is counted in the upcoming spring primary.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it.
4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
This President's Day, we're throwing a 5-star celebration at Bob's Discount Furniture, making it super easy to shop my top-rated products. I've got on-trend styles, unbeatable prices, thousands of highly rated and reviewed pieces ready to ship now. So this President's Day, ditch the gimmicks and phony sales because the stars have aligned at Bob's. The reviews are in. Shop Bob's for style, value, and quality.
Okay, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. All right, we'll see you later.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Well, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Hilton, for the stay.
We depend on judges to keep our families safe. But Jennifer Doro has a long history of keeping criminals, even sexual predators, out of prison. As a judge, Doro lets criminals off easy so often, a fellow judge questioned her soft treatment of convicted criminals. She even gave a convicted domestic abuser 2 days to report to prison, time he used to violently assault his own family members. Jennifer Doro lets criminals off the hook, and that has no place on our Supreme Court.
We're getting things done.
As President Biden visited the Madison area to deliver his message to the people of Wisconsin, News 3 Now brought you team coverage of this historic day every step of the way.
This is a blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America.
The growing popularity of electric bikes is sparking a serious safety issue. Monday will explain why it's happening and what you can do to prevent it.
After the nice weather this weekend, we are looking at 2 storm systems that will be affecting us next week. Join us Monday, 4:30 to 7.
Right now, a fallen officer laid to rest. A funeral held for the late Milwaukee police officer killed in the line of duty. Also, we are less than 10 days away from the spring primary, how local officials are making sure your vote is counted.
And we're ending the weekend on a great note. We're going to start the work week on a great note too, but there are changes ahead. I'll break down when to expect the rain and maybe even snow later this week.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. Hope your Sunday is off to a nice start. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to our top stories this morning, we're going to take a look outside. Greg Barnhart's got your forecast on this Sunday. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Yeah, sunshine once again, warm temperatures. We're starting off just as warmer than we were yesterday, or pretty close to yesterday's temp too, when they were in the mid to upper 20s for most locations too. So overall, once again, a good condition. Over out to the west, light winds, got a little bit of a cloud cover beginning to push ahead. These are the temperatures highs yesterday. Mid to upper 40s where you didn't have the snow cover, even a few 50s. But once you had the snowpack, Platteville down to Dubuque, only mid to upper 30s. So it takes some time to get really melt that snow. All the while, we look at temperatures for La Crosse. They don't have the snow, so mid 40s, lighter winds today. Cloud covers will increase. It's mainly high clouds we'll see. Same story for Madison too, just a little bit colder, upper 30s, low 40s. Cloud cover will also increase this afternoon and this evening. Once again, high cloud cover, not low cloud cover. And for the Super Bowl, we're going to be nice, but of course it's in Arizona, so conditions there are going to be mid upper 70s. The winds will actually be picking up, but overall, you really can't beat these conditions here. Pretty much the whole U.S. is experiencing some really nice weather. The only system really to note is one to the southwest. That is our Valentine's one that we're going to track as it pushes across. More on that a little bit later, too. We also have another one that's coming behind that, and that's the alert day potential for Wednesday night and a Thursday for a mix turning to accumulating snow. I think will be impacts. How much snow yet to be determined, but we'll break all that back down a little bit later in the broadcast for you.
All right, Greg, thank you. 7:30 this morning, a funeral was held for fallen Milwaukee police officer Peter Jerving, who was killed in the line of duty last week. Gabriella Garza has more from Milwaukee.
The flags at Krause Funeral Home in Brookfield fly at half-staff in honor of fallen officer Peter Jerving. Jerving served 4 years with Milwaukee police before he was killed in the line of duty Tuesday. Now he lays under the watchful eye of the Milwaukee Police Honor Guard.
They're just here to be a presence and to let him know that he's not alone.
Mark Krause, director of Krause Funeral Home, has been working closely with the Jerving family and Milwaukee Police Department.
We have experience in doing this for the many years that we've been doing funerals, and our job is to help guide people.
4 years ago, Krause Funeral Home provided the services for fallen officer Matthew Rittner. Now they'll once again offer their support.
The police department reached out to us, and the chaplain, George Papacristo, he reached out to us. And again, we were very honored to be asked.
As a community, family and friends prepare to say goodbye.
Being part of the Milwaukee community is just, it's a special thing, and we're so honored to be able to participate and to give what we can give back to the community and the family by having the service.
The honor guard watching over Jerving will lead the procession, escorting the officer to Elmbrook Church before leading him to his final resting place at Wisconsin Memorial Park. In Brookfield, Gabriela Garza, WISN 12 News.
That funeral will be held tomorrow, and also tomorrow, Governor Evers has ordered the flags across the state to fly at half-staff. 7:31 now, U.S. Marshals arrested a 20-year-old they say is responsible for a drive-by shooting on Madison's east side earlier this year. This provided picture shows Rizell Schaefer being taken into custody. Marshals received a tip he'd been living at a home in the 300 block of Rethke Avenue and was inside at the time officers arrived. Schaefer is charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide in a drive-by from January 7th. No one was hurt in that shooting. A man charged in a deadly shooting on Madison's north side last summer will go to trial in late September. 28-year-old Akil Lowe faces 5 felony charges, including first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime and involving the use of a dangerous weapon, stemming from the July 22nd shooting that left 18-year-old LaRon Bynum dead. Bynum was found dead inside a Kia Optima that had been reported stolen. A criminal complaint alleges Lowe was part of a group that was searching for that vehicle. When the group found the Kia, the vehicle there, Lowe allegedly shot at the people inside while another person fired at the Kia from inside the getaway vehicle. Lowe was arrested later in Ohio in August, roughly 2 weeks after that shooting. Well, we are just 9 days away from the spring primary election here in Madison, and this weekend, poll workers tested the equipment to make sure everything is working properly. They told our Braden Ross they hope showing the process will make Wisconsinites feel confident that their votes are being counted.
Deputy Clerk of Madison Jim Verbick is up early on a Saturday morning to do a critical job.
This is our public test of our election equipment that will be used on Election Day.
That day is just over a week away, and Verbick and other election officials are making sure voting machines are secure and ready to go. In Wisconsin's spring primary on February 21st, voters will cast their ballots for a few key races. In Madison, voters will choose between 3 candidates for Madison mayor: incumbent Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, former Madison School Board President Gloria Reyes, and longtime City of Madison traffic engineer Scott Kerr. Across the state, they'll vote to fill an open seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court, choosing between 4 candidates, 2 conservatives and 2 liberals. In both races, the 2 highest vote getters will advance to the general election on April 4th. This morning's voting machine testing was open to the public, something Verbick says is crucial for public trust.
We love that this is transparent. We want people to feel like they can trust the process and trust that the machines are counting accurately and that there's no ballots in the machine as we begin the process on Election Day.
He says he's no stranger to skepticism when it comes to the election process and encourages anyone who has questions to get involved.
I've heard a lot of people who have told me that they're skeptical about the process, or they feel confused or uneasy about things, and then they be poll workers and they realize, oh, this is why everything is done this way. My advice to anyone who feels uneasy about the process is be part of the process. For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
If you plan on voting in the election or you're unsure of what's on the ballot, you can head over to channel3000.com for a full breakdown of the spring primary, including information on absentee voting and what is on your ballot. Fireworks lit up the sky over a frozen Lake Mendota Saturday night. The Wisconsin Union's Winter Carnival came to a close after 6 days of fun festivities designed to help everyone push through the middle of winter. One of those activities brought the ski slopes to the Memorial Union, attracting some local skiers and snowboarders to show off their skills. Andrew Banstra was in attendance and has the story.
There's a lot going on today at Memorial Union, but the big star of the show is right here at the ski and snowing competition.
Just keep as much speed as I can and get as much air as I can, basically.
That's Michael's game plan for Saturday's snowboard and ski freestyle competition at UW's Memorial Union.
I mean, usually this kind of thing is on the mountain, so like on campus here with this many people that don't really ski that much probably, and seeing something crazy like this, I mean, it really motivates you to do something crazy to get the crowd going.
Speaking of the crowd, they were downright electric, but they had some fun too.
I finished all my homework and I'm a freshman and this is my first year, so I'm always trying to like look at new things and see new things.
Each team was made up of 10 people, taking as many trips as they can down in 15 minutes while they're scored by judges.
You get butterflies in your stomach.
It's a little intimidating, but it gives you some confidence too. You want to throw down in front of everybody. You know how it is.
And for Alex, as unique as today's event is, it actually feels just like home.
I've been skiing since I was about 4 years old. Just moved here from Vermont like just about a week ago, so it's nice to have a little home away from home.
Most people told me they were just there to have fun, but when snowboarding's involved, sometimes that means sacrifice.
Oh, I've ate it.
I mean, I've eaten it a little bit, but I did get something I wanted earlier.
And whether you wiped out or got big air today, it's not every day you can hit the slopes right here on campus. At Memorial Union, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
7:37 now. This Valentine's Day, community leaders are coming together to benefit survivors. Members of the community who attended this event got to enjoy brunch. The event supports New Horizons Shelter and Outreach Centers who work to give domestic abuse survivors the help they need. Attendees enjoyed brunch and a silent auction and a presentation from a New Horizons staffer. According to organizers, New Horizons will be there to help anyone.
We'll be celebrating our 45th year very soon, in August actually. And so we've been around. People don't seem to know about us, but we provide services and safety to victims and survivors of domestic abuse, sexual violence, and human trafficking.
170 people attended the brunch yesterday, plus some Oktoberfest royalty. Last year, the event raised over $31,000. All of that money goes right to New Horizons. Well, still ahead this morning, local zoo animals make their picks for the big game tonight.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Break up with your junk. Save $41 with the code BREAKUP41.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease?
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Backyard living season is coming soon. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income.
For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Don't delay, the Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Shop local and save with tremendous deals on Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances. We have the area's largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Break up with your junk. Save $41 with the code BREAKUP41.
Yeah, we have a few more clouds coming through today. Otherwise, temperatures probably fairly similar to what we had yesterday for most areas. Right now, we're still starting out in the mid to upper 20s, even 30 degrees up further north. See those clouds coming through? That is a weak little wave that's coming through. Just provide some high clouds. There's a closer view of your temperatures overall. We're going to start off fairly warm. We should be about the mid-teens right now. Further west, there's more clouds to the southwest. That's what we're also tracking later today. Overall, still temperatures low 40s for Madison. Clouds later on. Lighter winds today than they were yesterday. And La Crosse, even warmer, mid-40s, lighter winds, and those clouds increasing later today. For your Valentine's there, Shane, there's your forecast. Those balloons should stay about 47. We should be in the upper 40s, but we do have rain coming, windy conditions, so something to keep in mind for Valentine's evening and night. It will be wet. We do have an alert day also coming up. We'll fill you in on details a bit later here on what to expect with that by Thursday.
All right, Greg, thank you. Well, the recent sunshine might have you thinking of spring, and that's exactly what organizers with PBS Wisconsin's Garden and Landscape Expo want. The show returned this weekend to the Alliant Energy Center, the perfect midwinter oasis for people ready to get back in the garden. More than 100 educational presentations and lectures were provided over the three-day event. Also included an exhibitor mall, a floral design competition, and a horticulture experts from the University of Wisconsin. Despite the winter weather we've seen this week, many people are still curious to know what they can do to prepare this year's garden.
A lot of people are, what do I need to do to get ready for spring? When can I start planting? It is too early to put things outside. But you know what? You can start seeds pretty soon, get your plans going, find out new products to help you be successful, and have fun in your garden.
Always an exciting time as winter comes to an end. If you'd still like to attend the event, you can do that today. It runs from 10 through 4. Tickets cost $10 at the door, but if you do park on site, that will cost you an extra $8. All proceeds support PBS Wisconsin. Out in La Crosse, Wisconsin archers put their skills to the test at the state tournament on Saturday. The Wisconsin Archery Alliance holds a tournament for all ages and skill levels every year. This is the first year it was held in La Crosse, and it runs all weekend. Organizers say archery is a unique sport and is one you can do for the rest of your life.
As long as you can draw the bow, you can shoot it. So it's really a sport unlike high school sports. You know, high school sports, they're done when they're done, but this kind of carries through your lifetime.
The state competition wraps up later today. Well, it wouldn't be Super Bowl season without learning which zoo animals pick the winner of tonight's game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. Up in Baraboo, the otters at the Oxnard Park Zoo are going split on their decision. Brothers Mitch and Mo each picked a team. Mitch going with the Eagles for the big game tonight, first flipping over a food-filled box with the Philadelphia logo on it. You can see these two enjoying the game a little bit, but Mo seemed confident that the Chiefs will win Super Bowl 57. He picked them for tonight's game.
Mitch and Mo were very excited to be home. You know, Mitch
was an orphan pup, so he didn't know how to survive in the wild. And Mo was born in captivity, so he didn't know how to survive. So they were both very eager to come back and get their food fed to them instead of having to actually catch them.
Eager to pick the winner for tonight's game as well. Glad to see they're in a comfortable setting. Also having some fun. We will have to see which otter was correct come later tonight. Coming up this morning, Badger men's basketball looking to get on track as we approach March. And you're taking a live look over downtown La Crosse this morning. How beautiful does that look? Over the bluffs, the sun coming up. Greg's got the full forecast, how long this mild stretch will last.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Okay, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
Dr. Cahill here with Associated Physicians to share that you and your kiddos are welcome and loved in our pediatrics department. Parenting is filled with joys and challenges. We get it. We are here to walk alongside you in your journey and cheer you on as you go.
Call for an appointment today. 608-233-9746. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care. Visit us at apmadison.com.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 55th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
We protect your house and your car because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we have a quiet stretch of weather that will eventually come to the end probably by Tuesday, but in the meantime, it's still going to be nice. But really, we got a pattern northwest to the north. That's kind of a jet with some weak waves that are actually going to produce some cloud cover for us. And then further south, we got another jet, kind of split flow going on. That one is the one that's for the Valentine's thing that we're going to be tracking as it pushes east. It doesn't look like much, but that's what we're going to eventually see. Otherwise, we're going to see cloud cover with the ones that are to the north. Valentine's thing, like I said, all rain expected by afternoon and through the evening, so that will impact any type of Valentine plans. The good news is no snow or very little, especially to the north of La Crosse expected. So travel-wise should not be a problem. The travel one that we're looking at is that Wednesday night through Thursday. That looks better for accumulating snow, especially central Wisconsin. I think we will see a transition some point Thursday morning for most areas, and that will impact travel. How much? Yet to be determined yet, so stay tuned with updates further on that. In the meantime, we're going to have cloud cover increase from the west, got a little bit of a wave here and one to the north. That's going to provide more cloud cover this evening and overnight. A little bit of a wind shift, but overall not much other than that to be expected. We'll clear skies out tomorrow. The winds will start picking up from the south, and here's that system that I mentioned in the southwest now is beginning to approach the plains by Tuesday, early Tuesday morning. That's the one that's going to spread rain basically and wrap itself up pretty good by Tuesday afternoon. The good news, all the cold air is really stuck back to, we're going to be on the warm sector of this, so not in the way of any snow. It just will be wet, and especially will be windy coming Tuesday night, and fairly mild too, temperatures to speak of. So we'll look at those temperatures for today. Once again, pretty similar to yesterday just because we have more cloud cover, not as much wind today. Overall upper 30s for the West La Crosse, more mid 40s southern Wisconsin. Once again, if you're in snow-packed areas, you're going to be a little bit colder. For tonight, more clouds come in, so temperatures should stay up a few degrees more, around freezing or just thereof as you wake up tomorrow morning. Clouds will not stick around fairly too much for tomorrow morning. In the afternoon time frame, we'll get back up into the upper 40s for some locations, mid 40s under generally clear skies by afternoon. Winds will start picking up a little, but all in all, a really good day to start the work week. And then we look at that system. That Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, this is coming out of the plains. Here's a potential for snow, and then it pushes right up to our area. That is what we're looking for, the snowfall. It is increasing confidence that we're going to get at least some snow. Whether we get 3 or 6 or more will have to be determined, and we'll iron that out as we get closer to the details. But that is something to keep in mind of as we go through the work week. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful conditions. 50 degrees is likely in many areas that don't have snow either on Tuesday or even Wednesday. And notice it'll be wet and windy Tuesday night, but mild, 40 degrees maybe for a low, so it'll be actually quite warm when you wake up. And then we do have the snow, the impact for Tuesday. And the good news is next weekend looks at least mostly dry right now and fairly mild too. So all in all, you know, we've had several weeks of cloud cover, and they did a reanalysis, and that stretch of January was almost record level for cloud cover.
Yeah, well, it felt like it.
I know, it felt like it.
Looking forward to the sun.
Exactly.
All right, Greg, thank you. Well, Border Battle Week is coming to an end, and that game caps it off is the epic Top 8 series finale in women's hockey. This season, the Badgers and Gophers have tied twice, with UW getting the shootout advantage in both of those games, plus UW earning a win in the last series finale. So maybe history will repeat itself. Tied up at 2 in the second period, Kirsten Sims finds the back of the net for the go-ahead goal. And right out of second intermission, she does it again. Her second goal of the night gives Wisconsin a 2-goal lead. They call it a battle for a reason, though. The Gophers rally. This one tied at 4. Caroline Harvey delivers the final go-ahead goal. UW knocks off number 3, Minnesota, 7-5, the final. Border Battle also taking place at the Kohl Center. Series finale for the Badgers and top-ranked Minnesota Gophers. Wisconsin wanting to avoid a season sweep by its longtime rival. Minnesota gets on the board first. Cruz Lucius, though, responds a minute later, knotting it up at the end of the first period. Tie holds until halfway through the next period, where Daniel Latch buries the go-ahead goal. Also happens to be his first goal of the season. Good time for that. While Carson Bantle adds on an insurance goal soon after. Wisconsin with the big 3-1 upset over number 1 Minnesota. Women's basketball on the road for round 2 of the Border Battle. You sense a theme, and it looks like 4 quarters won't be enough for this one. Julie Pospilasova goes off the glass late in the game to tie it up at 65, and this one heads to overtime. Maddie Wilkie opens scoring in OT with a 3, and Julie P. back for another easy bucket, 2 of her team high 22. The Badgers pick up another win over Minnesota, 76-70. And it's what the Badger men's basketball team has been known for quite some time now. Close, down-to-the-wire games. And so far this season, in those games, 14 of them have been decided by 5 points or less. And over that span, the Badgers have gone 9-5. Case in point, coming off a 5-point overtime win against Penn State, looking for another win against Nebraska. They come out of halftime firing off shots. Connor Essegian dials up from deep, a triple to make it a 16-point lead. Chucky Hepburn follows suit a minute later, 3 of his team-high 19 to keep that double-digit cushion. However, the Cornhuskers find their groove and can't miss a shot. Second half, they hit a 14-0 scoring run, pulling ahead for the first time in the game. 40 minutes, though, not going to be enough for these teams either. This one heads to overtime where it's all Huskers. Badgers only manage 2 points, and Wisconsin drops 73-63. All right, coming up, we will be checking in one more time with Greg after this.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick. He would come every day to help me walk again. And now I'm back. This is a reminder
that love endures all.
Express your extraordinary love.
Jared, love brilliantly.
Backyard living season is coming soon. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-336-0524.
At Overture Center, February 21st through 26th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
An election that could tip the scales in the state Supreme Court. News 3 Now looks at the candidates in the upcoming primary and what's at stake for you in a Campaign 2023 special report. Thursday at 6:30 p.m. only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now first warn weather. When you're planning your day, accuracy matters. Trust Madison certified most accurate team, so you'll know what to expect when you head out the door. First warn weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Mild temps, we got wet Valentine's, and we have an alert day going for Thursday.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next week.